y'all, Pearl Wisdom Counseling Service coming to you this week. Not a tidbit, not a talk, a dilemma. I'm always talking about things that occur to people I know, people in my family, what have you. This dilemma is me. I own my thoughts for this. I accept how I feel about this. But what I'm gonna put forth to you is, what would you do? My daughter's paternal grandmother, not my mother by any means, her paternal grandmother has passed. My daughter is very, very shaken up by this. She's a very sensitive person. Let me just put that out there. My daughter has my sister Deirdre's sentiment. And my sister Deirdre is a very, very sensitive person. And my daughter, they're so alike that it's not funny. Okay? But my daughter has a lot of my sister's ways in reference to loving people and things like that. She knows no strangers. Her mother's hands off until she gets to know you. But the thing is, she's been contacted by someone who wants her to come out there for the funeral. Okay. My daughter met this lady 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Despite every effort I made for this woman to have a relationship with my daughter. She met my daughter 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I can understand my daughter's feelings about this. I don't like the fact that she feels guilty because she did not have enough time with this individual, when I know for a fact that every effort was made to have that individual in her life. So now here is the dilemma. My daughter wants to go to Houston, go to Hallettsville to this funeral. She doesn't know anyone. Doesn't know anyone. Never. They've been here their entire life. Never made any efforts to get in touch with her. She was here with my mother for 11 years while I was serving in the military. And they knew that. Never made any efforts to reach out to my daughter. My biggest problem is the fact that her sperm donor is going to be there. Yes, he's a sperm donor. He's never met her a day in her life. He's been in jail for almost 30 years for countless things he's done to not just me, other women. He just recently got out. And his first act when he got out was to send me a message on my business page and tell me that he wants to talk to our daughter when every member of his family has her information. But he took the time to find me, totally different name, all of that, on Facebook. This is my concern. This is why I don't want my daughter to be out around this individual, because he doesn't know her as his daughter. Okay? And because there is issues there with him regarding his treatment of women. My daughter is a beautiful young lady, and she's going to a situation I am not able to be around because she doesn't want me to be there. I want to. I would risk being in the presence of that individual for my child. But here's the dilemma. The Christian part of me wants to trust that God has this handled, because I know we're supposed to trust him, and he handles all things. The mama part of me doesn't want her going. So, I know, what would Jesus do is what I've asked myself. But I also answered myself and said, I'm not like Jesus yet, but I'm trying to be. So this is my dilemma, guys. What would you do? Would you overlook all the negative stuff that has been presented with that family from day one, including his sister telling me recently, I'm scorned because her brother dumped me? That wasn't a relationship. You got the wrong R. That was a rape. There was no relationship there. He didn't dump me. He got sent to jail for stuff that he did to other women. Get it together. So these are the things that I don't want my daughter going out there and being privy to, because that side has a lot of generational curses. So the Christian side of me wants to let it be and let God handle it. The mother side of me, I'm still a work in progress. So that's the dilemma. What would you do? Because in this instance, it's hard to be a pearl, because this is my pearl that has been in the center of this. And I will do anything to protect my pearl. So, again, I know what Jesus would do. I know what I want to do. But what would you do? I'm looking forward to your comments on this. She's going either way it goes. But I'm always putting myself in a position where people can tell me if I'm wrong or not. If I'm wrong, hey, don't be afraid to tell me that. I accept that. I am acknowledging that this is my human side that's at play here. I'm acknowledging that. It's not my Christian side. It's my human side. So tell me, what would you do? I'd love to hear it, and I want to hear it. In the meantime, have an awesome week, and happy Veterans Day to my sisters and brothers that served with me, before me, after me, and currently. May God protect you all. Have an awesome week. Bye-bye.